EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Defensively, 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave with them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Yes, I did. Back to the crib.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week away trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you get the receiver a chance to come down inbound because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they don't make them like this anymore. Real shit anymore. I want to play with the greatness.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back to the 23-yard line. Malik Harrison. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there and drops it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Safety.
To the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. That's pulled in at the 32.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You can't roll a blunt to this one. You gotta light a J. You gotta puff a J on this one. You can't even
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
What the actual fuck?
It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon McCaffrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
Everyone, Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're physical group, but they just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Was a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good.
I'm gonna fucking lose by 1 point, 3-2.
Point of the season, and he
Fuck, we
connects
playing
on
hockey.
field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second and 5.
What the fuck, bruh?
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes.
Catch the ball!
But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he's got to have.
Proper tag.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the
Do that or it's going to be a fucking pick.
So the incomplete, certainly what they like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
In the district, bless me with some BS, somethings I could live with. Stop fronting, and for the dough I raise, gotta get shit appraised. No disrespect to you, make sure your word is true. I'm taking wages down in Vegas just in case sites that have a major night off. That's clean money, the tax write-off. You ain't seen money in your life when it comes to this cheese. Y'all like 3 blind mice. I smoking bros who pump Willie, I expose the burgers you chillin'.
It's the Poconos.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Steps away.
Oh my God.
Mike Andrews, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Maybe I should just run this shit open. I feel like the only thing that worked on this shit.
Your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll roll him out right.
What? How'd I just knock him off?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine the defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Your ass up. No, I don't care. We alone. I was just
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big connection on that one. 32
Never mind. Shit gonna change. Oh, nigga.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Oh my God.
At halftime, whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Under the word.
Conceding your 3 points, they want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Thanks for coming out tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses making up opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right.
This shit is bruh. What the fuck?
Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard
Like, what the fuck type shit? Bro, this shit.
For him right now, 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the years.
There certainly is. And
Bro, he's real just, bro.
he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering
Oh my God, bro, I can't believe this shit.
through this game.
Like, I real can't. And then all he gonna do is fucking play action and roll out to the fucking right.
You're ready to shoulder what happened
Shit,
today.
sorry as fuck, bro. I swear to God it
If
is.
you can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 44, Jackson.
Everything is like, bro, like what type of time is niggas? This shit is different.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. Back now in Baltimore. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And some strong running. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, about that, a new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Trotty. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. Brown has the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed.